Hello and welcome to the Scott Ballard Show here on the Warrior Sports Network, a special postseason edition of the show as we get ready for the NSIC Tournament. Coach Ballard, your Warriors head up to the University of Mary, Bismarck, North Dakota is your first round destination. A team that you played really, really tough here in Winona, had a chance to win down, at the end of the game, took it overtime. But a matchup that I know that you're not displeased with.
Well, as we've learned throughout the course of this entire schedule, everybody's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've had very few games this year where we scored more than 60 points. And so every team has been a challenge for us in some way. That's why, our last game against Augie, where we scored 84 points, it's like, wow, was that refreshing. And it was a feeling that we've not had in a long time to score that many points. And when you score a lot of points, it takes a lot of pressure off your defense, and it just makes everything seem a whole lot easier. But Mary, we knew we were going to have to go on the road, and our options were Minot, Mary, or Moorhead going into this last weekend. And regardless with what we did playing Wayne and Augie, we couldn't change our sixth place seed or standing in the South Division. So we knew that we were going to go to one of those three places, and they all played each other. And Mary split with Northern and Moorhead, and Minot did the same thing. So Mary ends up being the number 3 seed, and that's where we go. It could have been worse. We could have had to go to Minot.
Yep.
But the first thing I did was look at the Weather Channel, and it says nothing but sunshine and cold this whole week. So it doesn't look like we're going to have to deal with any inclement weather.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to have to deal with Mary and the size that they have inside, and they've got a well-balanced team that has really played well since we seen them over a month ago. They were 500 when they came in here, and they end up finishing third in the North Division, and I think they're 16-9 right now. But they got some impressive wins, and have 4 people that average in double figures, and they're leading the league in rebounding and block shots, and completely different kind of team than what we faced against Augie.
And the University of Mary, they're obviously a very dangerous team, but it's the part of the schedule where everybody's records are clean. It's 0-0 again, and so this is a chance to build on this last weekend where you knocked off Augie and maybe get another winning streak going.
Well, when we were in the middle of that 11-game losing streak, I told our players one day, I said, I know how you guys feel. You wish you had a remote control for this basketball season where you could either fast forward or you could rewind.
Yep.
And have a new beginning. And that's what this is for a team like us that's been through a lot of adversity and had some bad things happen to us. It is a new beginning, and we had a fun way of ending our regular season, playing maybe our best game of the year, especially offensively against Augie on Saturday night. So that gives us a little more spring in our step and some confidence, even though we know we're playing a team with a different matchup and challenge. But, we don't have to drive the bus. We just have to ride the bus.
Right.
And, one of our young ladies that signed early with us, I was talking to her the other day, or yesterday, actually, and she wanted to know how far it was, and I said, well, it's 9 hours one way, and she said, well, that's only 4 movies. And I go, yeah, You're exactly right. That makes it sound a whole lot better.
Yeah, a little less imposing.
So now the big thing is for the coaching staff to pick really good movies,
right.
But, we're looking forward to the challenge, and, have a good attitude about the trip and the matchup. And if we can bring the same energy that we did against Augie and St. Cloud, and if we can make baskets with regularity like we did against Augie and have a lot of people contribute, then we can give ourselves a chance to win.
we would be remiss if we did not spend a few minutes talking about Abby Busch and the game that she had on Saturday against Augustana, setting a school record with 39 points. I think she went 14 of 16 from the field. Just an incredibly efficient game where she really picked up that offense that played so well all around.
Yeah.
But she was the main cog to that offense and was just fantastic.
Well, that was an unbelievable performance on her part, and her teammates did a really good job of knowing where she was at, getting her the ball at the right times. And that night, Abby made things look easy because she didn't force the issue. She hit a lot of mid-range pull-up jump shots, and she's always had a tendency to want to get a little closer or to try to get all the way to the rim. And if she didn't get the call, then it looked like she was forcing things. But she did a good job of taking what they gave her, and her mid-range pull-up, she was hitting it with regularity. And the only thing that slowed her down was the fact that she got her third foul 14 minutes to go in the second half, and got her fourth foul with like 8 minutes to go in the game, and those two fouls, and then she got hit in the nose early in the game and had to sit out a few minutes with a bloody nose. But that was really the only thing that slowed her down. But we had a lot of contribution from other players. Connor Nagel had 12 points in the first half. Tara Roloff, freshman, had 17-point game for second night in a row. And she scored in a variety of ways. She hit a couple threes. She hit some mid-range jumpers. She got all the way to the rim a couple times and finished like she was comfortable and confident. Callie Hackman, another freshman, contributed 8 points and played probably her worst game of the year Friday night. And I said the same thing about Abby. And then Saturday night, they both played perhaps their best game of the year. So, that's very encouraging to see the young people contributing. Now, I'll really be excited if they can go into this playoff atmosphere and this portion of a new season and play with the same kind of confidence. It's like I told our team, I said, teams are remembered for what they do in the playoffs. And, we can make ourselves forget about a lot of agony and adversity and disappointment during the regular season by winning Wednesday night and going to Sioux Falls to play for the first time, at the Pentagon, and have the Elite Eight teams all at one side. So we would like to be part of that, and this is an opportunity for us to do that. And I'm confident that we're going to play with a lot of energy and be aggressive like we were against Augustana.
Well, it's Wednesday night. The Warriors heading up to the University of Mary. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off as the Warriors start their postseason play there up in North Dakota. That's all we have right now with Coach Ballard. Thanks so much for watching the Scott Ballard Show here on the Warrior Sports Network.